That's a triple play. New episodes, I couldn't wait. Yeah. Open your mind at the first gate. Press play, no need to debate. AOA, check me out. Look, plugged in, you can catch the hype. Golden Dawn, how we follow the light. Anime like life, married to it, my wife.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages? Welcome back to the AOA Reacts channel. I'm your host, as always, Ian, along with the boy Isaiah.
Oh, hi, yo.
And today we are going to be continuing with our 86 journey. So I just want to do a quick intro for this one, although that is a little different from the norm. As you can see, there are a couple changes now to anybody who's been following our 86. It's just Isaiah and I, and it's going to remain like that. Our format has changed. We're doing this remotely. And from what I've heard, this is like, it's a continuation of the first season. I guess it doesn't really matter because in the preview at the end, it says the second season will return. Doesn't really matter. But the last episode that we watched before getting into this was like quite the cliffhanger. It seemed that Shin died, and was kind of integrated into the whole system that he was trying to fight. We didn't see a body technically though, so we don't know if he really was. We'll see what happens there. But essentially, his whole squad bit the bullet, too. No pun intended there. So that sucks. The show is really sad. But anyway, due to popular demand and request, we wanted to pick it back up. And I wanted to say, that you guys are available to cast your votes for future live reactions. This 86 is something that we were debating on covering, maybe not. But we decided to go ahead and do it. Mainly because of the request that we got from our patrons. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, if there's a specific show that maybe we watched the first season to, or a seasonal thing, something you want us to check out, heading over to Patreon is a great way to have your voice heard and your incentive. We read all the comments, obviously, on YouTube, and we take all that into consideration, but we run polls and things on there, as well as getting other benefits. You can also get these episodes early and unfiltered as well. So when you're watching this, you'll notice we'll have all the filters for YouTube and all that kind of jazz so we could dodge copyright. That's not the case over on Patreon. So definitely go check that out if you want to watch the reaction how it was intended to be watched. Definitely a good time. But
so
yeah.
I just wanted to clarify the bit a little bit. So what we do is we run seasonal anime polls on Patreon. So this one along actually, at least this season, with Mushoku Tensei season 2, we're actually like neck and neck in the polls. So we're actually going to be covering them both. But yeah, what we're planning on doing is every new season of anime, we're going to put out a poll, and patrons will get to pick and vote which anime of the new season we watch. So we've had a lot of people requesting that we either watch more seasonal shows or, check out this seasonal show or what we think of this one. So yeah, it's definitely, if you want to, have more of a say, let's say, in what seasonal shows we watch, Patreon is a great way to do it.
Hell yeah. So I'm just wondering, before we get into this, Isaiah, you were saying that you think Lena is going to maybe defect. It looked like she was on the hunt now to go find Shin. She's like, I didn't see a body. Picks her, it didn't happen. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say that she's definitely been heavily disillusioned by the way this military operates and the things that they've done. And while, sure, you could argue that like resources are a good thing, I don't see the military like. I feel like after her learning what's happened to them, this crew that she's gotten as close as she has to, she's gonna be like basically gung ho on nothing else but like either finding some resolution for them, carrying out their mission, their will. There was that whole thing with the cat. It's kind of like passing the baton of their mission. And I feel like the military is not going to be about that whatsoever, because they're going to be like, well, they were just 86s. Or, you know what I mean? So I feel like she's ultimately going to be like, all right, if they're not going to let me find out what's going on here, I'm going to find out the truth, like one way or another. And if that means leaving, she's going to leave. So I think that's what might happen.
I think she might do her 9 to 5 with a new group of 86. And then like maybe, she's going to be doing that research and stuff on the DL after hours when she's off the clock. And all that kind of thing that she's been doing. So I don't know. It'll be interesting, and I'm assuming we're going to get introduced to some new 86. So it'll be cool to get to know some of these new characters as well. So anyway, enough rambling. We're going to get into this reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure you are smashing like on this video, commenting your thoughts down below, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell so you don't miss any future live reactions. But without further ado, let's hop into it. Back on the train track. Yeah. Cyclops to Handler 1. Okay. Does seem like we have a new squad here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, interesting.
My queen.
Yeah, they have a much more positive disposition towards her than
Right?
the other 86s.
Much more respect, I guess. Unless that was sarcasm, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that could be. Oh, and did she? I saw she had like a red streak in her hair. Is that also kind of like a sign of rebellion in a way?
Oh, I didn't
The
see
red
that.
hair is just.
Oh, good
Yeah,
catch.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see some. I think you're right. Like she's still working here, but we're gonna see some signs that she's like heavily become disillusioned with this government.
Yeah. Be the
Because
change
I
you want
mean,
to see.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, God, we're just doing like the same shit every morning, huh? Getting shit faced and making sexist remarks.
Damn. Oh, she got demoted? That was cool symbolism with the crack in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Cracks
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
foundation. Oh, look
Oh,
who it is.
this bitch. Oh wow, just seeing her face too brought up the last season. I'm like, fuck you.
That was intense.
That was dramatic as fuck. I'm
That
here.
was like the Aaron Yeager thing.
Go ahead, bro. Play your shit. Oh, this motherfucker. I'm just seeing all these people. And I'm like, I hate. I'm like in her mindset immediately. I'm like, I hate every one of you. Oh no, not complaints. Oh lord.
Damn.
Yes. Tell them off.
What? Okay, she knows the game. She's got to play it. You know?
Damn. Okay, season 2, Lena. Okay. No, you watch your mouth, bitch. I'm coming for those knees. Better sleep with one eye open.
Oh, okay, that was the guy that was like her uncle, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had the scar.
You know you're all crotchety ass motherfuckers to me.
Oh, how beautiful. So I guess that signifies that it's been roughly a year, right? Because it was snowing in the first season at some
I would
point.
say so. Maybe.
I don't know. I can't remember. Cyclops. What happened?
What's happening now? Did they like make up? Am I missing something here?
They did, yeah, because there was a scene at the end where she helps her save them in like a crucial fight against, I think it's his brother. She like
No, no,
gives
no.
her.
I remember that, but I thought it was more like she was low key like twisting her hand to do it, and then she wasn't really like about it. So I didn't
No,
know they were on like good terms now.
yeah, I think they had like a change of heart. Look at that mug.
That's the right thing to do. Oh shit, bro. Is she like kind of wait.
Oh, I
Oh
guess that's him.
shit. That's
Shin,
Shin.
maybe.
Headless
Yeah,
Reaper, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. He was always using blades. He's like, I don't believe in guns. Oh boy. Damn, bro, this chick is stacked. Damn. Teppy.
Oh. Bro, just like I just fuck with the energy that Lena putting out this season, bro, in this episode alone.
Okay.
What happened with the boy Shin here? Because he's a little too much of like a main protagonist to just eat it.
Oh yeah, because that last scene at the end was him with his brother in the knight's armor. Like he was
Yeah.
getting taken to him now.
Yeah, or like he was going with him. Man's oh, is he gonna be like it's not your time yet? Oh? What's happening here?
Oh.
Oh, shit. He's not dead, bro.
Okay. Shit.
Well, this is interesting.
Okay, he made it. I guess.
Don't sound too happy.
Oh. What was that?
Oh, I was gonna be like, watch this motherfucker like look down and his body's gone.
Oh my gosh,
I'd
that'd be
screamed.
crazy.
I would've
Honestly, wouldn't
screamed.
even put it past the show.
Oh shit, where is he, bro?
Bro.
Probably some messed up fucking facility where
He's in
they
Squid
do
Game.
some messed up shit. Oh my god, don't even. All right, Martian Manhunter, relax. 30 steps back. What's your name?
Okay. He's got a streak of white hair, but also brown hair. What's going on there? It's more like gray, I guess.
I don't see. Oh wait, that was
Yeah.
Oh damn, everybody's dead.
What?
Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? Wait a minute, but we saw the motherfuckers die. Or we don't understand what's happening. Look at the suit, dude. It's like all like scrunched down. So that's remember that isn't that the nation that remember in last season they were talking about when they went to that abandoned city
I believe so.
where he's from?
Maybe.
So if that's true, then these guys would be against you know, the Albas.
I believe so.
Remember, because they went to war.
Yeah.
How did they save these kids though? That's what I want to know.
Dinosauria.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. These were the other. This was the other side, dude. These were the people that the Albas were against.
Oh. The plot thickens.
Shin's like, fuck. All right, why don't you explain how you guys are alive?
Yeah,
Because
that's what I want to know.
I'm pretty sure we like vividly saw some of you die. Oh, she's like, I'm pissed for. Oh yeah, that's right. He like low key left them so he could. That's a good shake in the back. She's just like, let me at him.
All right, get over it. He's fine.
Oh my god. Let's pretend like you carry.
No, I'm like, okay, Loki kind of pissed that they're alive. I'm not gonna lie, because I hate it when you like rip the tears out of my eyes and like
Yeah, I
throw me for a
figured you
loop
would be.
like that, and then it's like next episode, it's like, no, we're actually all fine with like zero explanation. And I'm just like, okay, now if you do actually die, I'm not gonna feel it.
Well, to be fair, I'm only gonna be pissed if it's a shitty explanation. If we do get like
Yeah.
a good explanation, like
Fair enough.
whatever. Okay. Okay. Wow. Damn. Where do I sign up, Major General? Those are some words. I mean, I don't fully trust him, but At least he's
Yeah.
not treating these people like pigs.
Yet. I'm skeptical. I don't know who to trust. I don't put it past the show to make it like, no. There are no like really good guys, you know, good people.
That's true. I guess I just want to believe if they're against the Alba, it's because that they also don't agree with their ideals.
Yeah.
Oh, who are these people? Oh, she's pretty. Oh, this is their like military.
Oh, okay. It's like once we give them like a bath and like all this other stuff.
Once we give one of them like a decent hug, I'm pretty sure they'll consider just being a citizen.
Wow, I don't want to speak too soon here, but I feel like they lucked the hell out. Whoa, coffee?
Different hair colored people all living in harmony. Crazy. In an anime, I never thought.
Impossible.
Seeing this, bro, just makes me feel all the stupider that the Alba feel that they're superior just because they have like white hair. It's like, what the fuck? Get out of here, bro. Like that literally means nothing.
They got their own statues going on.
Why the house give me like Noblesse vibes randomly?
Oh shit.
Okay.
I guess they were cleaning up at the last second.
Oh my god.
Oh,
no way.
Okay.
She did not prepare like a desk and lights for a grand entrance.
Damn.
Damn, he said, "Oh no, that's not my problem."
Some things happened, and now she's staying here. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, this is about as vague as I can be. Lately. All right, relax. we'll get there if that's where we're gonna go. Just moving a little too quick here with the.
Yeah, right.
Okay, good.
I don't think he's joking though.
I know, but I'm glad he said it. In your business, punk. Ooh. You can huff and puff all you want. Wow, the mouth on this one.
She literally reminds me of the chick from Mushoku Tensei.
Oh, yeah. What's her name? Edith? Edis?
I don't even know.
She goes, everything that happened is your fault. Okay, all right, I fuck with the maid. She don't put up with the girl shit at all. I fuck with that. No, because, but fuck this though, like Loki, because if they get treated nice by these guys, they're gonna like this place and want to stay. And then if Lena, like, they learn that she's alive and then she's still working with the Alba, they might like turn against her, and then they're gonna be drifting further apart, and that's not what I want.
Then this is gonna turn to West Side Story with Shin and and Lena try to. What happened?
He showed him something.
Better person than I am. I hate cooking.
I'm weird. I love cooking, but I don't like going out and getting like ingredients and stuff. Like I just want to be cook. I just want to make the food.
So this is interesting.
Mm.
Maybe all of his children died, I guess.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, 10-year-old hitting us.
Yeah. Okay, philosopher. Like what? Aren't you just
Empress.
crying about people being mean to you?
She likes him already. It's quick.
What
What
did
did
you
he
give
hand him? Oh.
Uh,
Wow. See,
So-
normally I would go into the conversation, but this show does this shit all the time where it'll like hit you with an OP, ED in like the middle of the episode, and then freaking they'll be like, oh, this one's coming in 5 minutes, and then we're going to interlace this one with the episode. I don't know when it's actually
You're
ending.
like, oh, if they had just given us that scene with Lena, and then after the ED, you get that scene, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't kind of out of order of the operations here normally, but
Whoa, that's interesting.
whoa,
We'll also
that was
keep
quite a
this for the
visual,
patrons,
yeah.
I guess.
Ooh, damn. This show be, I mean, it's deep like that. I don't really think that could be contested, but like, this is like, I don't even know how to describe it. Really, it's just so, I don't know. This show really is like, it's funny. It was compared to Attack on Titan by Emperor Dark North, and definitely just in terms of like the thought, you know what I mean? Like this is definitely a show that makes you think more than your typical anime.
Sure.
Which I guess I'm just impressed with, because like it's just been watching enough anime where like you don't really have to think about it, or I kind of know what's gonna happen, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? The formula is there, but this is very like, you actually have to like think about what's going on and what people are saying. Oh god damn it, dude! I just want them to meet again and be happy and be best friends, or maybe
God
lovers.
damn it, there was no scene. Son of a bitch.
Woo!
We got the ED. That was a good ED, by the way.
Okay, so that was. Did I miss something? Because I know, but way back at the beginning of the episode in Lena's part, they mentioned the red streak in her hair, but I don't know if that was something that was imposed on her by the military, or if that was something self-imposed. Because remember when she's walking through the lobby, and like, all the drunk idiots are making their stupid remarks and shit. One of them like says something about it, but I don't know. But I like, in typical fashion, like it like just went by really quickly, and I don't remember if it sounded like, I don't remember if he said like what he said sounded like it explained it. But I don't remember like what he said, if he was saying like, oh, that's like that red, it's like a red mark on her ledger or whatever the fuck, or if it was like, implying that the military, like, you know what I mean, like gave that to her to like signify that she is below, at least in rank or whatever, like some of the other Alba officers, or if it's self-imposed, as in like, she feels that way, and so that's why she wears it. But regardless, I guess it is interesting that I do like a lot of where Lena's character is now, at least at the start. Because spoiler alert for, I guess, any anime you've ever watched, I'm assuming at some point Lena is going to have a reunion with Shin and company. So I wonder, like, I guess so. It's interesting because at the beginning of this, I predicted that like at the start of this, she was already going to be sort of like looking for them, I guess, and have left the government. But in fairness, the other natural response is to sort of like work to do good, but from the inside still, right? So she's, we see her, still operating as a handler, and she's doing her job very well. In fact, apparently for conversation with the the captain or whatever his rank was indicative. She's one of the best handlers that they have, despite her them getting complaints, but because she has a heart and a human soul, and cares about people. I wonder, I guess I'm curious, obviously, to see once they have that reunion, like if that's going to shake her to, where their stances are going to be, right? Because I was saying in the episode, I'm like, oh man, like I'm pissed that I kind of feel like they're going to do the thing of like, once they met, enough time will have passed where maybe the Shin and company will actually have grown to like I forget their names, what they're called, the Garza, the starts with a G, will have grown to like them to where like they won't obviously want to fight them, but then like if Lena, you know what I mean? I wonder if they're going to be put in like an awkward position where Lena, still being in the government, is going to be like tasked with going after them, and Shin and company are going to be tasked with going, you know what I mean? Like they're going to be forced to be pitted against each other. And now I don't think they'll end up actually like fighting, obviously, because they're all, I think they all have enough, bonds and stuff, and they're close enough to where they'll persevere through that. But I am very curious to see how this season plans to, I guess, test that relationship. And also, I guess, like what more of Lena's end game is, because, like I said, I'm assuming, this is only one episode, that she's kind of running this like, be the change you want to see, and like trying to change the system by being that agent of change.
Sure.
But it takes far more than one person to really like significantly change a system. I mean, as we can see, like literally, dude, those opening shots with Lena and stuff, where she's going, everything was exactly the same as season 1, and I think that's supposed to, I think that's intentional. I think that's a sign that, like, you know what I mean, despite her efforts, despite her wanting change and fighting to sort of be this model agent, like it takes more than one person to change a city, or a group of people, a way of thinking. It's going to take a much more, I think, abrasive or abrupt or even just larger scale movement of change or notion of change to actually like get anything done. I might have to just also like either go back, or maybe somebody in the comments, what the specifications were between the feud between the Albas and the, again, I forget their names, the Garcia, something like that with a G. Because, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, I'd be lying if I said I don't believe that the side that Shin and company got rescued by, that they don't have some ulterior motive, because they seem to be too good right now. But to be fair, they're being compared to the Alba, who are quite literally enslaving and dehumanizing people. So the bar, I guess, is set pretty low. So like, you know what I mean? It's like we're looking at them and we're like, oh, these guys are like way too good of saints, and it's like they must be up to something. It's like, no, they're not like saints. They're just willing to treat people like human beings, like decently. And it's like, okay, fair enough. Like, they're never the bar. We're like moving the bar on our own. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
I've been made to untrust people. That's not a word, but I've lost my trust in people since the beginning. Yeah, no, I think a lot of viewer questions, I have similar ones, so I won't repeat them all. I'm very curious to know, I don't know if you had mentioned it, but how Shin's squad survived. I know that might seem like a trivial thing to some people, where it's like, don't worry about it, like they lived, like we didn't see it. But quite frankly, I'm a little fucking sick and tired of not only anime, just TV does this in general, but anime, because that's what we're watching for the most part in our daily lives and for the channel, where I just can't stand it when shows will kill people, and like you go through the whole emotional rigmarole, and then you've understood the significance as to why those people needed to go in the show, and you're like, you know what, I've come to grips with that. That was really sad and gripping. And then they're like right back the next episode. And not only that, and again, we might get this explanation, but a lot of times with little to no explanation, and sometimes the explanation is pretty half-assed. And to me, that's annoying, because it's like, okay, well, I've already I've already come to grips with what the show is going to be without you and the significance of why you died. So now it's like a little weird now that you're back. It felt like, it's like we were already cross the fence and now we hop back over it. So, I think it kind of takes some of the emotional investment out for me. And it also makes me second guess the show when there are significant deaths now that happen or suspenseful situations, because I'm like, if you saved all these people when they were figuratively dead, what's to say you can't do that with the next? So then it takes the stakes out of it. Like there might be a character later that actually does die, but when I'm supposed to feel that emotional connection when they do, I'm like hesitant because I'm like, okay, they might actually live. And then by the time I realize, no, they're actually dead, the moment's passed. You know what I'm saying? That's just a personal gripe on my end. It might seem trivial, but I do hope that they give a good explanation for that beyond just, I have a feeling that was their explanation, that it's like, we just found you guys and we got you, but it did seem like they were hella dead, like way before those people came to the picture. But whatever, that's my gripe. Beyond that, I did like the episode. What? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. It just because I agree. I mean, like it's not again, from my memory, which isn't total shit. I do remember back at the end of season 1 or part 1 or whatever this is, when they died, it wasn't like they weren't like on their last stretch of life and the show left an implication that they just were going to die there. And then like you saw a figure moving in the distance, which you could have, then it's like, oh, it was these guys coming to say that. Like the show made it pretty apparent that like they were dead. Like we watched each of them literally one by one get killed and body stops moving in the ground, like face down, deader than dead.
Ultra
and
dead.
It's definitely, I do agree also that it's definitely very hard and awkward when you do the whole like, let's go through the emotional draws and like, let's really like pound the audience with these characters' deaths of these characters they've liked or gotten to know. Cause then, because that's what we were. This season, the last season was so sad to me because of that, because everybody just died except for Lena basically. And it's like, and so now to have them come back, I'm like, okay, dude, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like I did all that crying for nothing. Like, granted, they all didn't survive. Like, right? You could say that, what is it, 4 or the 5 of them that are here were like the last remnants of it.
Sure.
But the show did not leave any implication that they were gonna survive. The implication, I wouldn't even say implication. The visual that we got was that everybody died. Now, I could see you pulling some ish with Shin specifically because, he's kind of got this weird connection with his brothers, part of the hive mind, and had an anime moment or whatever, like, whatever. Like, I guess it's one thing at first because I thought just Shin was going to be the one who survived, and it's like, oh, okay, maybe they want to have that parallel. But then I'm like, they like flashed the windows open and all the other 4, and I'm like, wait a minute, I saw each and every one of them bleeding out like dead on the ground. Like, how long were they there before you guys saved them? Because this isn't like again, this show was like, no, they're dead. Like they all died, and it's like, yeah, like you said, it sucks because now I feel like that's been taken away from me. Like I grieved in season 1 and now I'm like, okay, like I feel like kind of insulted, it's like, why did you do that if you were just going to revive them and not, but then like you made me think that they were dead. So like, it's like a weird thing where, like you said, now in the future, it's like if they are in a dire situation or somebody else even who hasn't done this stuff before, it's like, okay, but are you like still just always going to be too scared to actually kill them off? Or are you going to like, actually, I trust you less. Yeah, I agree. It's a valid complaint.
Yeah, but I mean, positives, there are many to be had. I did like the episode. The show does go deep. It makes you think. It makes you theorize. That's one thing that I appreciate about it. It's like there are certain moods that I get in where it's like sometimes I want to do that, sometimes I don't want to think. But sometimes when you watch a bunch of anime, that it's like, okay, you could kind of just lackadaisically watch it, crack open a bag of chips on the couch or some shit like that. And just kind of, just watch. It is nice to get that change now where it's like, okay, where does this actually go? What are the moral implications? All that kind of stuff. It's interesting to see. I think to offer my 2 cents from what you were saying before, you guys can clarify in the comments down below. So I'm not saying I'm correct on anything, but I'm pretty sure that the red streak is imposed by the military as a punishment. Could be wrong there, okay, but I think it lines up with the idea of, and as silly as it sounds, they're like pristine white hair, and the idea that like that is part of their racial, profile. I guess that it's like that's what they got going on. I would assume it to be kind of a big deal if you're not embodying all the physical characteristics of the actual Alba, right? So that would be my guess.
Like it's a sign that she's like less pure than the regular Alba.
I could see that. I don't have a confirmation on that. And again, I kind of missed what the soldiers said there in that moment exactly, and they were drunk. So I mean, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I think if I had to guess,
well,
I feel like clarify that. It could be either one though. She could also be using that as a standout because of the exact reason, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm going to put this streak in my hair because it goes against. So I don't know, but I think because she got demoted, that might have been part of it. But I could
the only reason that I think that it might have been yes, you could totally be right, and I could see that as well. The only thing that leads me to believing that it's self-imposed is because the one comment I did catch is that the soldier said that the black uniform she wears is self-imposed, that she doesn't have to wear that, and that while she was demoted, she could still be wearing the same uniform, because it's basically all just rank, but that she wears that, you know, again, if you remember from the last season, basically like as a symbol of mourning, right? That she's in mourning for her crew, and that it basically tells everybody that she genuinely cares about her 86, like her crew members. So I'm like, okay, is that part of the whole getup then? The red streak, the black, like, is that
probably
all
right
a thing?
then. I missed that part because I actually thought the black coat was given by the military. I got that flipped. So if that's the case, then it actually makes more sense that she would self-impose that. It makes more sense. Both options could be, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Clarify in the comments down below. But yeah, good episode. I'm excited to see where we go from here. I really like the introduction of the other civilization here, the other, you know, group of people, their military empire, whatever. So that'll be cool. Add a twist to things as well. You know, get some more answers about the Legion, their origins, like all that kind of stuff. And how that's going to conflict with Lena and her goals. And Lena's new squad. I have to say, their new 86 in charge. Not bad. Pretty excited to see where that goes. That's going to be some cool-ish. And she seems to have really grown a lot, like Isaiah said. The vibe, the energy she's given off is definitely that of more confidence, you know, and just calm, cool, collected. She knows what she's about, both on the battlefield and not, you know, her in the control room and not. She's already swapping names and things like that with her new 86 crew. They seem to respect her. They seem to have, they're obviously wary, but she seemed to have earned their respect much quicker than she did the first group that she was in with. So it definitely speaks to her character growth, and that's something cool to see. But anyway, won't ramble on anymore. We've been going at it for a little bit, but this was a cool first episode back to 86, and I enjoyed it. I think I speak for both of us when I say that. So hopefully you guys did too. Like I said, if you guys did, make sure you're dropping a like on this video, subscribing, hitting the bell, commenting your thoughts down below, clarifying anything we might have missed or glossed over or got straight up wrong. Happens. We're having fun. We're reacting. Let us know in the comments down below. Also, again, hit us up in the description box. We have our Linktree link. Again, that's Linktree. Click that. Brings you to all the ways you can support us beyond just our channel, other channels, Discord, all that kind of stuff. Big one is Patreon as well. Like I said, you can get these reactions early and unfiltered, so you can watch them the way they were intended to be watched. But anyway, folks, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, but until next time, catch you all on the flip. Peace.
Peace.
Ninjas and samurais, blazing the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start, my hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard, left them in one piece, no